And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. Help us, help the community to get there. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, keep the comments coming, and share with your family, your friends, your next door neighbors. Share it with your postman. Share it with everybody because the insanity, it doesn't stop. Now, last week I told you about Trump's newest grift. New fragrances. No, I'm dead serious. Fragrances. Colognes and perfumes. It honestly feels like, to be honest, a Saturday Night Live skit. And my co-host Ben Meiselas and I, we broke this down on Political Beatdown literally the other day. We spoke about how part of the population, literally half of this country, give or take, half the country drinks the Trump MAGA Kool-Aid, while the other half are in absolute and total disbelief. I want you to think for a second about the President of the United States, the most powerful person in the world, standing by a podium, by the desk, literally presidential seal, and selling you, literally selling you a fight fragrance, because that fragrance will make you into a winner. It is so hard for me to believe that Trump would actually do this. And I know everyone's going to now say, oh yeah, but that's what he does. He's a grifter. He's going to make money off himself. I get it. I get it when it comes to the Liberty coin. I get it when it comes to the NFTs where there's real money. How much money do you think could possibly be made off of fragrance? $1 million? $2 million? Is it worth it? Considering he's made already, since becoming president-elect, about 10 billion? I don't think so. Play the clip.
I only bring this up because
you know what that fragrance is, by the way. They're going to spray it on all of the undocumented migrants, and it's going to be like an alligator spray. It's going to be like a meat-based spray, just in case they decide to try to escape. Could you imagine? I don't understand what the hell is going on in our government. I mean, you got the president of the United States hawking fight perfume. I mean, and cologne. This is the craziest thing ever. I mean, it's one thing if he was doing it on the campaign trail. Okay, I get that. It's probably not right, but as the president of the United States to be hawking a fragrance that you call fight because we're all winners, and you're going to be a winner if you wear this perfume, this cologne. This is the craziest shit ever.
And I think it's
by the way, it is funny. If you don't think that this is funny in like the kind of sense that it's not really happening, that this is some sort of a prank. Like, do you remember? I don't know if you were even alive at the time, Ben, because you're so much younger than me. There was something, Alan Funt. Do you remember that with Candid Camera? Do you not remember?
I was on the back end of Candid Camera.
You probably saw the later version, but there was a guy named Alan Funt on Candid Camera. They hide cameras, and they would pull shtick just like this, where you can't believe that this is actually happening. And then all of a sudden they turn around and said, Ben, do you see over there? You see this thing that's over my head? That's actually a camera. Wave to the camera. You're on Candid Camera. It's almost like we're in an alternate universe of ridiculousness. I can't even understand how they managed to get the president of the United States in his official capacity within which to hawk a fragrance. It's just ridiculous.
He wants to. I mean, he's been hawking the meme coins and this and that. The strange part about it right now is with Trump's approval in the 30s, the disastrous budget bill approval in the 20s. It's like the lowest polled piece of legislation ever. You have a group of Americans, still a significant size, who, even if you factor in, just say Trump's approval is 39%, I think that's probably the blended average, right? That's a significant number of people who watch Alligator Alcatraz and perfume stuff and see the disastrous budget bill. These are people who are on Medicaid themselves, who are likely going to be kicked off Medicaid. These are people who need FEMA to work, who are going to lose those services. These are people who are on Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. These are people who themselves or their children benefit from the Department of Education's partnerships with local schools and help. Like so, and they love this. They watch Jesse Waters and they're like, yeah. And then you have a larger proportion of our population, because Trump has not got the resistance to submit. The resistance keeps on growing, who watches this. And then we look at the other part of the population who supports this. And we're like, is there like, what the fuck is, excuse me, what is wrong with you? Like,
I'm sorry, I'm rubbing off on you, Ben.
What? But it is, what is wrong? I'm trying to, what is actually wrong with you? Is there, did the things, and not connect the right? What is wrong with you? And then you take a look at, why do I show the perfume? Why do I point it out?
Because it's important, for God's sakes. It's important to understand that there are no rules. People need to understand that. It's why I constantly say, and I will say it again to the trolls that want to think that they're bothering me by trolling. Midas Touch Network is an independent platform where truth runs free. Let me be very clear about this. It's why we constantly say we all must assist and grow this community so big that this sort of craziness, the things that you cannot actually believe are occurring, come to a stop. We cannot leave it to the Democratic Party within which to make corrections. They are, in my estimation, incapable. They're incapable. Think about it. Guys who have been in Congress for over 3-4 decades have no relationships with Republicans, especially the conservative Republicans, the ones that believe in a balanced budget and don't believe in this sort of nonsense. They can't even reach across the aisle to turn around to say, you can't vote for this. You can't vote for 10+ million people being kicked off Medicaid. You can't possibly think in your state that your constituents are going to be okay when you're unable to give them money for food stamps, for SNAPs, and for government assistance to the people who need the money the most, to take it away from them. Do you not think that it is right that we're going to be burdening our children, grandchildren, and future generations with another $5 trillion on top of what we already owe? Over $1 trillion a year is just in interest. This is unsustainable. So the question becomes, who's doing what? Well, Midas Touch Network is doing what they can, but it's going to be because of you. Literally, I'm asking each and every person, everyone who watches this next week, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever it is during my political beatdown show with Ben, please make one additional friend join. And then we're going to ask both of you again next week to turn around and to bring 2 more people. We will ultimately have the 100 million people. So in that way, come 2026, there's nothing left to chance. You're not supposed to be waiting for Elon Musk to open up a third party, which will ultimately, I don't care what anybody says, it's going to hurt the Democrats because it's going to split the ticket. I mean, this is not a joke. So yeah, I can laugh about a fragrance. I can laugh about our president of the United States getting up there and saying that he's creating a fragrance, only because I remember the old fragrance that Trump had put out years ago, right? Where I forget what it was called. Success. It was called Success, right? I remember that because I got one as a Christmas gift from him. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that the president of the United States is actually hawking a fragrance. And who's the idiot enabler that turned around and said that this is a good idea for you? This whole thing is out of control. And it is so important that you help to build this community. There is no one person who could do this alone. Your help is needed.
And so the same tactics that Donald Trump uses to sell what's probably really stinky cologne and perfume.
It's probably not, by the way. Success was a copy of Giorgio Armani. It smelled just like Giorgio Armani. This is a real professional company, by the way, that's doing it. Forget what it smells like. I'm just telling
Cohen's
you,
going all in. The perfume smells good.
The whole thing is absolutely insane. The fact that our president is hocking cologne.
I agree.
I don't care what it smells
regardless
like.
of the way.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.